Well, as you know, there are lots of keynote speakers taking place today, but I think I found the one with the best title, Modernise or Die. And here to tell us a little bit more about that is Mark Farmer. Mark, now, you wrote a paper a while ago, a year ago, exactly almost to the date, called Modernise or Die. Tell us what that was specifically about.
So the report was really looking at the UK construction market's labour model and the fact that the way in which we build, not just in the UK actually, but internationally, hasn't really changed for hundreds of years. So it's very much around traditional working, it's very labour intensive, and the government asked me 18 months ago to look at whether there was ways in which that could be improved in terms of productivity, changing the techniques that we use around skills and training to modernise the workforce. And effectively, if you look at construction relative to other industries, particularly manufacturing, we haven't really moved in that direction. And my report was really setting the challenge out there for how construction could replicate some elements of what other sectors have done.
Okay. And you're now obviously coming back a year on. Has any progress been made?
I think so. I think this is a big journey, and effectively what I said in my report was that this is going to take somewhere between 5 and 10 years to transform our industry. It's like moving an oil tanker. What I do sense, though, in the last year is that there's been some really positive progress. I would say where most of that progress has been made is effectively around government recognising the importance of policy to help initiate some of the changes that are required. So there's some really interesting things happening around government spend programmes, procurement programmes, and effectively once that happens, I'm hoping industry at large starts to follow and starts to follow that change agenda going forward.
Brilliant. Well, it sounds absolutely fascinating. And why is it important for you to come down to Construction Week Live?
I think this is obviously one of these big set piece events of the year. So in terms of having everyone from industry here, and you can just see in terms of the number of trade stands and the different events that are happening, this is a massive cross-section across the UK construction industry. So not to be here, not to be able to speak about my report would be a massive lost opportunity. So it's great to be here.